Hey there guys, how are ya? So it's 5:51 in the morning. I just woke up an hour or two ago. I don't know what the hell happened. I came home last night, I ate some Chinese food, I went to sleep, and then I woke up 4 hours later. I was only awake for like 6 hours that day, so I don't know. I think maybe I have mono or some kind of form of mono, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just lazy and unmotivated. Anyway, it's time once again for me to answer all of your questions in a new Q&A. So this is Q&A number 7, and with that, I think you guys already knew that by the title of the video, but let's just get started here. Do you read comic books? I actually don't read comic books. I remember back in like 1996, 97, I used to buy comic books and I used to read them, and I used to really like the artwork, but yeah, not since then. What are your thoughts on a Batman reboot in the near future? I love the character of Batman. As long as they can bring something cool and different, I'm okay with it. You know, do I think it'll be better than the Christopher Nolan Batman movies? Maybe not, but I'm open to seeing the character of Batman again. Let's see. Have you decided on what to do with the rest of your life? Well, it's 5:52 in the morning, and I'm shooting a Q&A video, so probably not. This is pretty much, this is the pinnacle of my life right now. This is as far as I've thought ahead. So no, unfortunately not. But I might actually, I might be getting a house with my girlfriend soon. That's the future. And if I'm able to do that, you guys are going to see more videos than you've ever seen before. Because right now I feel a little bit constricted. I'm in a cocoon with restrictiveness, and there's two guys with their hands on my shoulders. I'm in the prison shower room, and they're saying, "Hey, you know, don't drop that soap, buddy." So I feel like I'm on eggshells. Yeah, once I get a house with my lady friend, I'm just gonna walk around naked and make turkey sandwiches all day. I just heard a clicking noise. I'm all alone by myself right now. Okay. Alright. Can you say thing without sounding like you have a lisp trying to say sing? Thing? Sing. Okay. Alright. Would you live under Rosie O'Donnell's tit for a week in exchange for one night with a woman of your choice? Why would I don't get it. Why would I need a choice after that? I just got what I wanted. I was under Rosie O'Donnell's tit for a week. I mean, I'm good. I'm good to go for the rest of my life. Actually, thinking about that's disgusting. It actually makes me want to puke up my sesame seed chicken that I just ate a little bit ago. I don't think that'd be worth it. You could never wash that smell off. Plus, Dan Connor has been there, and I don't, you know, that man has mechanic hands. I don't trust it. Have you ever been pregnant? Not that I'm aware of. Okay, what's your opinion on the death penalty? The death penalty. You know, I think if someone, it's hard to say because there's been a few innocent people taking off of death row that have been convicted of murder, but then, you know, years later they prove that they never did it. So it's kind of a catch-22, because do I believe in keeping some kind of convicted killer on death row for 20 years and eating up my government taxes and money? No, I do not. But at the same time, I think that the judicial system is a very unfair place that kind of rushes some trials along without actually proving anything. So I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, if you were a woman for 24 hours, what would you do? I would close all the blinds in the house. I'd put the phone off the hook, and I just have a good time. I have some alone time with myself to really explore what's happening. What do you say about the complainers of The Dark Knight Rises and the negative complaints from critics on the movie? You know, everyone has their own opinion. But people who say that movie's a bad movie, like that movie just sucks, I'm sorry if someone says that I can't respect your opinion anymore. You can say the movie has downfalls and plot holes and some negatives, but to say that is a bad movie, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, my mentality will not allow me to accept that opinion. Maybe I'm a little kind of, when it comes to Batman and Christopher Nolan, I'm a communist, and you're allowed to have a slight negative opinion on it, but to say it's bad, that's going too far. So I think critics who say it's bad are just trying to get attention for the most part. Is your Blu-ray addiction decreasing? It seems like I don't buy as many Blu-ray movies as I used to, but the truth is, I still go to look for movies all the time. I go to Best Buy, a couple times a week. I go to a few used Blu-ray places. And the truth is, if there were good Blu-ray movies left for me to buy, I would buy them. But everything that I don't own already, for the most part, it's too expensive, or I want to get it really cheap, or I'm pretty much content with what I have, A lot of mediocre bullshit movies are coming out, and I just don't want them. Did George Lucas or Joel Schumacher rape your childhood? Lucas with Star Wars prequels, or Schumacher with Batman Forever and Batman and Robin? I think George Lucas is a rapist of himself. He has sodomized Star Wars to an extent with the prequels, which were just, very bland movies. Joel Schumacher, Schumacher, it doesn't matter. We'll call him the rapist of Batman with George Clooney nipples, and Chris O'Donnell sat there and watched and cried, but got emotional scarring, then went into therapy. But anyway, Joel Schumacher has directed one good movie that I like, and that is 8mm starring Nicolas Cage. What'd you do to her? Huh? You get off? What? Huh? What did I do? Get you off? I'm sorry. That was my Nicolas Cage impression. 8mm. Everyone watch that. It's a very dark, twisted movie that I remember watching when I was about 12 years old, late at night one time, and it changed. It really, I think, that's the problem with me today. Okay. Do you think they made the right choice for Robin in The Dark Knight Rises? And if you had to pick someone else to play him, who would it be? I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt was kind of a befitting character for the character of Robin. He definitely looked the part. And I think Nolan-wise, they did exactly what they should have with the character of Robin, making him realistic and not corny. But I still say, hey, DC, if you guys want to make some money, go ahead and make a Nightwing movie. And also, I know they're rebooting Batman, okay? I know they're doing a standalone Batman movie, and they're going to try to make it a little more comic booky, just a little bit to fit in with the Justice League. I understand they're going to do that. But what would be wrong with throwing Joseph Gordon-Levitt in there as Nightwing eventually? It's not going to hurt anything. I think people would like it. But then again, it'd kind of have too much of a tie-in with the Christopher Nolan movie, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense, would it? Maybe I should think before I talk. Okay, have you ever seen the David Lynch film, Mulholland Drive? If yes, what do you think of it? No, I have not seen that. Many people ask me to watch that. If I come across it, I will check it out. Do you want to hang out sometime? I'm from Holland. If I'm ever in Holland, yes, we can do that. Let's see, what do we got here? Have you ever slept with girls from other countries? I have this sort of quest. I want to write a book which is called in 80 Women Around the World, and already have lots of material. Never had an American though. Can you compare American girls to girls from other countries? I've never been with a girl from another country. See, Okay, see, her mom was from Italy, so that doesn't mean she was from another country. No, I can't even give you a comparison. American women are, God, I'm so sexist and super. Here's what American women are: you can be bought, and they're very superficial for the most part. I'm describing whores and sluts. I'm describing the kind of women you see on VH1 Bad Girls Club right now, but I don't know. I would like to experiment with the other countries, I guess. All right. What movie do you think had a lot of potential to be a good film but was overall a disappointment? Also, what changes would you like to make to the film and have it reach its potential? what movie do I think was a big disappointment? That's very... Setting back on it, I mean, you could always say, you know, the Joel Schumacher Batman movies were big disappointments, but as a kid, I wasn't overly... I didn't know what to expect from them, so my brain wasn't strong enough to understand disappointment yet, except for when my uncle told me that Santa Claus wasn't real, and then he ended up showing me his genitals accidentally, but he was a drunk. Big disappointments though. Superman Returns was a huge disappointment. There was also some recent comic book movies that were disappointments. Let me look here. Why do I always have to look at my movies when I'm talking to you? Like I can't just think about what I want to say. I have to visually look at these movies to know what I'm thinking. Oh, Iron Man 2 was a huge disappointment. Many movies are disappointments, to be honest with you. 90% of movies I see are disappointments to me in one sense or another, but that would definitely be one of them. Oh, The Expendables. The first Expendables was a huge disappointment. You had all that material, you could do whatever you wanted, and then you just ended up making this very mediocre, generic story with action scenes that were kind of underwhelming compared to any other action movie, and a lot of CGI blood. Have you ever watched the Harold and Kumar movies? I like Harold and Kumar 1. Harold and Kumar Go to Guantanamo Bay. I actually left the theater. Me and my friend were just like, we don't... I think after they went to George Bush's house, we're like, we don't really give a shit. You want to go? Yeah, let's go. I think we were hungry, so we just left. John, flex your arms. And you spelled flex, F-E-L-I-X. Flex. I like that. I like that term though. I don't want to flex my arms. It makes me feel uneasy. Hey John, what are your thoughts on the Man of Steel movie coming out next summer? Are you excited? I am excited for the Man of Steel movie coming up, directed by Zack Snyder. I think I like the tone. I like how it's like a little more down to earth. It feels like it's actually going to have emotion and character development. Plus, Christopher Nolan is acting as a producer, which I think is only a positive thing. I like it. I kind of like the art house tone that they're kind of going for in the trailer. Plus, it has Kevin Costner in it. You can't go wrong with the Costner. All right, the ending was epic as fuck. Oh, okay, thank you. He's referring to my last vlog, I think, where I jump in a pool. By the way, if you guys want to watch out, I'll put an annotation somewhere on this video. Do you want Robin Williams to be the new Jumanji movie that they might make, and do you think they will just retell the same story or have a new story? With the new Jumanji movie remake, I actually like the first movie. I have it back there on DVD. I think their best bet would be to act like the first story happened, but then just continue on, because the game ended up somewhere on the shore, I think in England. But yeah, they should just have a new some new characters find the game, and then it goes from there. You know, kind of like just a modern day telling of it. I think that'd be extremely interesting. You know, just that'd be really cool. I think there's a lot they could do with that movie if they didn't do it with the first one. Do you live with your mom? My mom lives with me. Okay, how's that? But not for long. I will, like I said, I'm moving out, and I moved out once before, and what happened was credit card debt ensued, and it wasn't a very good time. Are you excited for Jaws on Blu-ray? The countdown is 10 days from now. I am excited. I am curious to see it on Blu-ray. I want it for a cheap price, so I don't want to pay full retail for it. Do you think you look like the male version of Scarlett Johansson? Yes, I do. By the way, that gets me thinking. I wish I had her boobs. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine if you could just have that and you could just sit there all day and just like, it'd be stress relieving. By the way, a lot of people say I look like different people, and if you guys are watching the video right now and you can think of someone that I look like, type it down below, because I'm going to make a video upcoming of all these celebrities people say I look like. I don't know, I'll make fun of myself mostly, but there's so many of them I have to make a video on it. But if you guys can think of anyone that I look like, type it down below. What is your favorite sitcom from the 70s? Ooh. You know, I'm gonna go with the Brady Bunch. Yeah, I think I'd go with the Brady Bunch from the 70s. That was the pinnacle of fake propaganda, American bullshit families. But I wish you would have asked like 1980s sitcoms, because it just keeps going and going. And in 1990s, it'd probably have to be Married with Children, or The Simpsons. I consider this... No, The Simpsons I consider The Simpsons a sitcom, damn it, okay? Hello, Johnny boy. Do you wear boxers or briefs? Currently I wear boxers, but some days when I'm in my workout mode, I wear Under Armour compression shorts, because that tight, form-fitting feel makes me feel more violent and agile, and that's the truth. Do you like rock and roll, or do you like to watch foreign movies with subtitles? Oh, okay. I don't watch many foreign films with subtitles. I'm sorry, I don't have enough etiquette. I mean, if there's a good movie with subtitles, I'd love to watch it. One that comes to mind that you don't even notice the subtitles because it's told with so much visual is Apocalypto. The movie had subtitles, but there's not very many of them. Oh, do I like rock and roll? Of course, I love classic rock and roll, 1980s rock and roll, 70s, CCR. I mean, I love it. Do you like the movie V for Vendetta? Yeah, V for Vendetta was in my top 20 movies of all time. Virgin, virtuous, vengeance, viva, remember the 5th of November. Yeah. Well, I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. Awesome video. What are your options on the Silence of the Lambs Indian? What the fuck is this guy's? Awesome video. What are your options on the Silence of the Lambs Indians Jones and James Bond? Do you like Prison Break? What are my opinions? Okay, I'll just put, instead of options, I'll put opinions. Silence of the Lambs, I love the movie. When your daughter's laying on the slab, or tickle you. Silence of the Lambs. Oh, she was a big old fat lady, wasn't she? I love Buffalo Bill. Great. And Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter. One of my favorite movies of all time. Also in my top 20 movies. Indiana Jones. I love Indiana Jones. That is perfect fun action, you know? That is just adventurous fun action. My favorite Indiana Jones movie would probably have to be the third one with Sean Connery. Junior! It's late, sorry. And James Bond. I've always been a fan of James Bond movies, but to be honest with you, Casino Royale is my favorite one. That really just gave me what I needed for James Bond. And Prison Break, I never watched the show. Have you ever given, not received a blowjob? No, man. Sorry, Jesus. And it had 2 thumbs up. Like, come on. Give me some credit, Jesus. Now, is that does it count if I do it to myself? Okay. Have you ever been in a fist fight? 2 times. I've been in a fist fight 2 times in my life. One was in 5th grade and one was in, I think, 9th grade. And I got my ass kicked both times. But it was kind of like those fights where you don't even know, like, I wasn't even, like, I didn't know it was a fight until I got hit. And then I was like, fuck, you know? What camera do you use and how much does it cost? Would you recommend it? Shit. I use a, somebody asks this every video. HDR XR 160. It's a Sony. I mean, if you guys like the way the video looks, obviously I think it's a good camera. It comes with a built-in hard drive because I hate memory cards. I paid, I think, $550 for the camera, and that was last year, so. I might be getting a new camera, though, so I'm looking into that. Nice house. Are you going to do a compilation of your Batman impersonations? I kind of did that already. If you look at my other channel, it was called I'm a Batman fanboy and something else. It was just, I did it a couple weeks ago, and I kind of threw in a compilation of all my Batman parodies. Was that your mom in your high school picture? The blonde girl standing beside me, that was 18 years old. Yeah, that was... No, that was my girlfriend from high school, and she's still my girlfriend, so, that's who that was. Who is the worst actor or actress you've seen in a movie? Jesus, where do you start with that? Well, I'll just say Nicolas Cage is the best worst actor of all time. I think that's where I'm gonna have to go with that. But the worst actor of all time that I've seen in a movie, the kid from Troll 2. They're eating you! Now they're eating me! That's not even how it goes. Plus, I need glasses to pull it off. What happened to the good old videos you used to make about hunting and going places to buy Blu-rays and getting deals on them? Then it shows what you got and talks about it. I still do those every once in a while. I just made one last week or the week before. You know, I can't go out every day and look for movies and buy movies. You know, I'm not that big of a consumer. You know, I don't have the time for it. And plus, to be honest, it kind of gets old. I like to savor the flavor and save the energy and effort to go out on those adventures and find movies. So, oh, and then he goes on. Now you too good for it. Now it's all about reviewing and advertising stuff. No, not too good for it. Just, you know, you can't do the same video every time. So I like to savor the flavor. By the way, I just made a video yesterday about cereal and waking up late, you know? It's just not the same. Like, be yourself, honest and simple, dude, like it used to be. You have to expand, you have to grow as a human being. If you stand still forever, the world passes you by and you end up curling in a fetal position in the corner as drunk bystanders urinate on you. You gotta move on, you gotta express, you gotta be different. And for me to sit there and do that same thing every week would be agonizing for me. I'm one of those people, I get bored very easily, so I have to jump onto different things. So I can't make the same video every week, I'm sorry. It's creativity. And I have to express it, you know? Hey John, he didn't even say hey John, I made that up. Hey, have you seen the movie John Who Lives at Home? Oh sorry, I meant Jeff Who Lives at Home. Oh shit, I haven't seen Jeff Who Lives at Home, but I really do want to see it. And then, but the weird thing is I don't like his signs as much as he does in the movie. Can you do leg splits? I can't do leg splits. I really can't. I feel like I'd rip my scrotum out. How tall are you? I'm 6 foot tall. Are you planning to buy James Bond 50th Anniversary Special Edition on Blu-ray? I do want to get the 50th edition, huge Blu-ray set of James Bond. I'm looking into it. I'm trying to get it. So hopefully. Do you like Matchstick Men, and do you think it was Nicolas Cage's best performance? I think it's one of his best performances, and I do love the movie. A very odd movie, especially for Ridley Scott directing it. And I kind of had the same thing that he has in the movie. I'm very anal retentive when it comes to things like... right now is a bad example because my room's a little trashed, but like if I clean my house and I have something on the carpet... I get very antsy about it. I can't live with it. Plus, I hate kids. I like him. I like Nicolas Cage in that movie and Lord of War. Those are my probably two favorites. Did any other YouTubers inspire you to start making videos? Yeah, when I started really watching YouTube back in like 2008, I used to watch a guy by the name of Cool Duder, who used to be like this kid. You know, he still makes videos, but he used to just go around town with his friend looking for movies. I used to watch him, and then I watched Wet Movie. I noticed him, and then Kakalaki Movies, The Crazy Jason. I started watching them a couple years ago, and then there's a few others, but off the top of my head, I really can't remember them. But those were probably the three main people that got me to want to make my Flick Pick channel. It has been announced that there may be another Scream sequel. Yay or nay? I'm burnt out on them, to be honest with you. And it would be nice if they would actually write a script that kind of blew you away and had a twist or a turn in it, rather than the same old bullshit. Especially with what they did with the last movie. Spoiler alert, big fucking deal though. they made Emma Roberts, the killer, and it's like, hey, little 50-pound-year-old girl, you know, you're like, what are you doing killing people? It was really fucking lame to make her the killer. I was very disappointed, and Macaulay Culkin's brother, who's more pale than he is, was also one of the killers, and I'm sorry, I just couldn't. The movie was just stupid. Why can't they make it so the killers get away in the end? And then that way you can actually have a sequel. You see what I'm saying? Like, hey, the killers got away, we don't know who they were, or maybe we found out who one of them were and the other one got away, so we have no clue. That would have been fun, but they always have to wrap it up somehow in the end, and it just... I guess what I'm saying is it pisses me off. How much of your YouTube persona is an act? Not any of it, man. I truly wish it was, but you guys probably see more of the truth than people in reality do. That's the weird thing. This is the real person, but the person that's going to work every day and going to the bank and to McDonald's to buy a Big Mac. That's the persona. You know, I have to put the hey, I'm a dullard who likes to pay his taxes thing on it. You know, when the camera's on, this is me. Tom Cruise as the next Spider-Man. No, fuck no, man. Come on. Tom Cruise is the next Spider-Man. Could you imagine that? Like, instead of Spider-Man swinging around, he's running like this everywhere, and he's like 5'4". Have you heard about the theory that villains from Batman are correlated with one of the 7 deadly sins? Batman villain... I don't even understand the question. I'm sorry. What is the stupidest or most dangerous thing you have done to yourself? Oh, Jesus. I used to, me and my friends, we were little jackass wannabes, and we would do some, I remember one time me and my friends lit our shoes on fire, we ran around, and then we kicked our shoes off and ended up having to urinate on them in a school parking lot to put them out. We used to push each other in shopping carts into bushes. We've done some stupid shit. But as far as the most epic dumb thing I've ever done to myself, I can't really pinpoint it right now, to be honest with you. Okay. One time, actually, I was driving about 145 miles per hour in my sister's Avenger. Maybe 140 miles per hour. Maybe it was 127. I don't know. It was fast. It was very fast. And there's 4 friends in the car. And I don't recommend this. This was stupid. But we were driving so fast, swerving in and out. I felt like, I mean, looking back on driving like that much of an asshole scares me. Like, it gives me shivers down my spine. It's like, we could have died at any second. But then again... You know, it makes you stronger as a person. Hey, John, are you a fan of Tupac, and do you think he's still alive? The last rumor I heard was Tupac was living in Africa with his mother, and that was in 7th grade. No, Tupac, unfortunately, was shot and killed. But I thought he had some good songs. I wasn't a huge fan, but a few of his songs were pretty good. Hope you answer this. What is your favorite Jason Statham movie? By the way, you are a legend. Thank you. I think legend's going too far. Piece of shit who, yeah. Favorite Jason Statham movie? My name's Jason Statham. I don't know. Transporter is pretty good, the first Transporter. As Bane Batman's Dingleberry, may I eat your delectable dingleberries? Okay. Did you check out the new 007 Skyfall trailer? And if so, will you do a review on it? No, I'm not going to do a review on that trailer. I did one on the earlier one of it, but I think it looks good. It definitely is shot a lot different than Casino Royale was. This one's I like to call it drama tone. The colors are very diluted, and I don't know, I liked Casino Royale's very bright, vivid colors that it had. Quantum of Solace we're not going to talk about, but this new one looks like it was very well shot. I'm curious to see some more action scenes. That I want to see how much of a one take they do with the action scenes in the movie. So I'm interested, definitely. What are your thoughts on the television program AMC's The Walking Dead? I watched the first season. I thought it was great. It was fun, and I have yet to see the second season. I need to check it out. I haven't seen it yet, but I watched that in Breaking Bad a lot. So laugh loud, dude. He is supposed to just. Okay, I'm sorry. Do you watch WWE? If so, who is your favorite wrestler? I don't watch WWE every week. I used to watch it when it was called WWF. That's when it used to be entertaining to me, but as far as favorite wrestlers go, I used to love Brock Lesnar. I just thought he was such a badass. Mankind, RVD. But nowadays, you know, I can't really say I have a favorite as of right now. Okay. John Lasseter or Walt Disney? John Lasseter made Toy Story, so I mean, but Walt Disney made a lot of classics. But to be honest with you, I'm more of a Toy Story, Pixar kind of guy. The thing about Disney movies are they always have to have a singing, like they always have to sing, and I wish they didn't have to sing throughout the movie. I wish they could cut that out, just 1 or 2 movies. What are your thoughts on health supplements like whey protein and creatine, and do you ever use them? Hang on 1 second. Just give me 1 second, okay? I'll be right back. We'll talk about that. I'm coming! I'm coming! All right, I'm back. All right, I will show you guys because I get a lot of questions about working out and stuff. And by the way, I should just make a tutorial or a working out video just once or something, just to show what I do. Right now, I take whey protein, and this is just an extra boost of protein. You don't even need protein. You truly don't need to buy protein in the shake form. If you eat like turkey and chicken sandwiches, if you just ate one of those after you work out, you're gonna get the protein that you really need. But this, for me, the reason I take this kind of stuff is because after I'm done working out, I'm too, like, my stomach doesn't want to eat. So I'll just drink one of these real quick. And another plus about protein, I guess, in a shake form is it absorbs into your body more so. And this stuff right here, it's from Body Fortress. You can buy this at Walmart for $15. It's like the cheapest stuff you can buy, and it's decent. I mean, you can look up reviews for it. You know, you can either buy this or spend $30 more and get the same stuff, basically. So actually, I've tried a lot of different proteins out, and this tastes the best. Other shit tastes like cardboard with fecal matter in it, and also this is super advanced NOS. It's like a multi-action workout thing with like a nitrous blend and all kinds of other shit. This is basically like my version of creatine, I guess you could say. It just gets me a little hyped up and gives you a bigger pump in the gym to make you feel more like a badass. Okay. I'm sorry, I got all excited for a second there. Okay. I just want to start a fitness channel. Like, it'd just be like me talking about fitness, but I'm no expert on it. But it would be a learning experience that the viewers could learn along with me. And I think that'd be interesting. Maybe one day. More trip vlogs. I agree. And I'll be honest with you. Here's the reason I'm not doing a lot of flick trips right now. It's hot. It's like 90 degrees out all the time. And when I'm driving around with a camera, I'm sweating profusely. It really is a painful experience because your brain feels like it's melting. You can't even think when the camera's on. So the flick trips will come a little bit more often when it starts to cool down. If you had to fuck, marry, and kill Jason, Michael Myers, or Ed Gein. Oh, kill Jason, Michael... Oh, okay. Which one would I bang, kill, and marry? Ooh. Ed Gein was a nasty old bastard. That was a guy who used to cut up women. I'd probably kill him because he's like a real-life serial killer. Michael Myers, I'd probably marry... I'd marry Michael Myers, yeah, I'm really saying that. And Jason, I'd probably just want to bang. Jesus Christ. I wish you would have put Freddy on that list. If you were a donut, which one would you be, glazed or cream-filled? I would be a cream-filled Long John. Did you ever contribute to the Zero Detroit thingy? No, I didn't, but I made a video for him, so I felt like that kind of helped get the word out. I thought that was my doing as a citizen. But that thing ended up not making very much money. It didn't come close to its goal, but it was a good idea. It was a lawsuit waiting to happen, but a very good idea. Favorite 80s horror movie, Nightmare on Elm Street. Advice for flirting with women. Self-confidence. Self-confidence. Well, my advice for flirting with women probably won't be the best because I had a very Stifler mentality. I was kind of a douchebag asshole. And it worked in high school, but then you get out of high school and it doesn't work so well. But be confident and be charismatic. Have a good joke. And, yeah. I don't know. But then again, I always see those art house guys, the art house coffee shop kind of guys. They usually get women nowadays, so my advice is no good. I have a 1950s way of thinking. Pretty simple question. John, Apple or Windows? I'm more of a PC guy, and I know Mac it never crashes and all this other bullshit, but PC to me, once you unclog your computer with all the bullshit that it comes with, it's a great operating system. It really is. It does crash sometimes. But I like PC more. It's half the price, and Apple is a little too simplistic for me. How often do you masturbate / have sex? A couple times a week, maybe 3 times, but I'm not gonna decipher which one. Do you get tired of banging the same poo-tang? No. I feel very content. If you were Marty McFly in Back to the Future, would you bang your mom if she looked like she did in the movie? I've had that conversation several times, more so than I should have. And to answer the question, no, because I think about my mother. But the chick who played Marty McFly's mom in the movie, yes, very sexy. Plus, his mom was a whore. Like, his mom was a slut in the 1950s, wasn't she? But so was mine. Tell us about your girlfriend. My girlfriend is, she's the same age as me. I've been dating her we've had a few on and offs, but for about 9 years now, since sophomore year in high school. She's ditzy sometimes. Other times she's very relaxing to be around. She's the girl who you can go take to the movie and she doesn't... I can relax around her. We can just sit there and enjoy each other. Sometimes. Next video. Teaching Tiny Todd how to swim in your swimming pool and then getting frustrated at his lack of attention span and kicking his bony ass over the fence into the next door neighbor's backyard. The following video, your adventures of trying to explain to your neighbor why you need to retrieve your miniature friend skeleton out of their backyard. That is a golden idea, sir. That is a great idea. That's a good idea, man. I wish maybe. But Tiny Todd right now he's still gone. I actually keep getting these calls at 3 o'clock in the morning. I think it's him. I can't really tell. He sounds drunk, intoxicated. I don't know if it's him or his young lover that he went off into the sunset with. I don't know. But I have a feeling Tiny Todd's going to end up dead one day, and it keeps me up at night. What are your thoughts on Marilyn Monroe? She was a drug-induced, crazy, psychopathic woman, but aren't they all? She was beautiful. She was beautiful in her heyday, and her death is still kind of a scary thing. Like, you don't really know. A lot of people say she OD'd on something. I still think one of the Kennedys hired someone to kill her. I don't know. But Marilyn Monroe was a very hot woman. Name your penis with a movie title. Home Alone. How about, my penis has to have a movie title, huh? The Terminator. There you go. Point Break. Okay. Which celebrity would you like to punch? George Lucas. I'd like to punch him right in his gut with his plaid shirt on. Are you excited for Season 3 of The Walking Dead? Yes, but I have to watch Season 2, damn it. Hey, John, what is your favorite Back to the Future movie? A lot of people say number one's the best, and I think overall as a movie, Back to the Future 1 is the best. But to me, I always like Back to the Future 2 just a little bit more because it was very... They went into the future. You had Doc Brown in his yellow jumpsuit jacket with his little visor on. Plus you had the flying car. Back to the Future 2 was just always more fun for me. Your prom date is a hottie. Can you please do more blog type videos on either of your channels where you just do stuff? Yeah, I agree. I really do need to do more vloggy type videos, and I truly do want to. Right now I have a very busy schedule, and usually whenever you guys see a video from me, that either means I didn't have to work that day or I'm not going to sleep. It takes a lot to make one video, you know, just to make one YouTube video that's edited and it's well done. That's like a 5-hour process, bare minimum. It really is, to sit there, film it, set up the lights, edit it, put pictures into it, to upload it, to put it on Facebook and YouTube. It's a process, and you know, descriptions and comments. It takes a lot of work. So I promise you though, more vlog videos are on the way. Sock or Kleenex? I prefer an old white t-shirt. A sock is a little too rough and it's too constricting. A t-shirt is, you can just have a lot of fun under it. Plus it's softer. Should I start making videos? I'm 11 and a huge movie fan. I have made 2 videos, but they suck. I have about 35 Blu-rays, but I am 11, so should I make videos? If you have a camera and the ability to upload YouTube videos, and that's what you want to do, why the fuck not, man? Do whatever you want to, because the funny thing is, even though if your videos do suck, you'll improve over time, and one day you're gonna look back when you're like 18 years old and you're gonna be like, oh my god, what the hell was I thinking? But it's gonna be fun for you, and you're gonna regret it if you don't make them. So yes, make them. There was so much stuff I used to do when I was in high school, man, and if I would have had the videos, if I still had the videos, I would love to upload them. A lot of great memories I wish I still had, so I recommend uploading. Make videos. How cold was the water in the pool? Oh, he's talking about the vlog video I just made where I jump in the pool. That water actually was not that cold. It was actually comfortable. It's been very hot out where I live, and but I should have just took off my shirt to jump in the pool. I don't know why I wore my shirt to do it. It kind of was a very instinctive thing. Like, I wasn't planning on jumping in that pool. I really wasn't. And then I was like, fuck it. I set the camera up in the window and ran outside and did it. Would you rather be Mario or Sonic the Hedgehog for a whole day, and what would you do? Would I want to be an out-of-shape plumber who jumps down pipes and gets fireballs spit at him, or a super cool hedgehog that's painted blue and I could do flips and get gold rings? I'd rather be Sonic the Hedgehog for a day. What is your favorite Batman movie in the Nolan trilogy? To me, my favorite Batman movie in the Nolan trilogy, though I want to say Batman Begins. I truly do. I've always liked that movie. There's always been something about that. But to me, the Dark Knight Rises is my favorite one. That just really gives you the most out of all 3 movies. It gives you the most of what I like to say, Batman, Bruce Wayne. But as far as Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises, honestly, I have to put them side by side. I truly do like them about the same. And The Dark Knight Rises I like just a little bit more than both. Does your lady friend accept the fact that you talk to Tiny Todd the Skeleton all day? There's a special bond between a man and a skeleton, and there's no place for a woman there, and she respects that, yes. Have you ever seen Fire in the Sky? No, I have not. How many questions how long have I been talking? Probably too long. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks for watching, and once again, if you guys, I'm going to try to finish the rest of these questions. So if you guys want to comment on this video down below, go for it. If you have a question, I can't guarantee I'm going to answer it by the next video because I have so many backed up right now. I really want to get through everyone's question on this video, but I'm gonna end it right there because my brain's it's getting numb. So anyway, once again, my question was to you, if you guys think I look like any other celebrity, let me know down below who you think I look like, and I'll make a video on that very soon. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.